Well, after years of will they, won't they, Lexus, Toyota's luxury arm has finally launched here in India. And sitting right next to me is the brand new LS500, the company's newest flagship. However, this isn't the real LS500. In fact, it's not even got an interior. It's only here as a demonstrator to show us and really drive the point home what Lexus is all about. The company knows that the striking looks of its cars are sure to get people talking, and that's why they've showed off their very latest flagship model here. But this car won't be launched until at least the end of 2017. There are 3 models, however, that you can buy right now: the RX 450h, the ES 300h, and the LX 450D. So let's start with what is perhaps the most interesting looking of the 3 cars launched today. It's the new Lexus RX 450h, and this one really drives the point home about the style of the new Lexus. It's got this tremendous grille with all these serrations in it, and lots of angles and cuts. Even the headlights are very sharply angled, full LED with daytime running lights. Some might find the look to be a lot to take in at first, but you start to appreciate it over time. In the back seat of the RX 450h, despite that low roof, you'll find that headroom, though not ample by SUV standards, is sufficient. The seats themselves are incredibly plush, and they are even heated and recline electrically. Now, this cabin is truly uniquely Lexus. It's all weird angles and cool screens, and it's really like nothing else you'll find on sale in India or anywhere else in the world. It's a truly unique luxury experience. The dash has many layers and surfaces that blend into one another, and at front and center is a huge screen that displays everything from hybrid system information to infotainment to navigation. The H at the end of this car's name means it's a hybrid, and it's powered by a 3.5-litre naturally aspirated petrol V6 with an electric motor for a total output of 308 horsepower. That's quite good for the class, but remember, there's no diesel variant and no regular petrol either. The hybrid is your only option. Which brings me on to the price. At Rs 1.07 crore ex showroom for the standard RX 450h and 1.1 crore for this flashier F Sport variant, this stylish SUV does not come cheap. Well, now this is the one we're most interested in. It is the Lexus ES 300h. It's a familiar looking shape, and that is because it's actually based on the Toyota Camry hybrid. However, at a price of 55 lakhs, it's a little bit more expensive, wouldn't you agree? It's actually in BMW 5 Series territory. However, there are a number of reasons why it could be worth that kind of money. For one, there's the look. With the gaping grille and sharp LED headlights, it's clearly a Lexus. At the back, you have the company's typical L-shaped LED tail lamps. And despite housing the full-size spare and the hybrid's battery pack, you still get a sizable boot. Now, unlike the Camry hybrid it's based on, the back seats in the ES 300h don't recline, but they are really plushly cushioned as you'd expect in a luxury car. Legroom too is ample, good enough for a sedan at this price for sure. At the front, you'll once again find a cabin that's truly unique and very special. Quality is just impeccable, apart from a few plastic buttons that feel a little bit last generation. There's also Lexus's proprietary joystick controller for the infotainment system that's fun to use, but will be a little tricky on the move. Under the skin, you get the same 2.5-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine mated to an electric motor to give a total of about 200 horsepower. We can't wait to drive it and see for ourselves. Now, this big hunk of SUV is the mammoth LX 450D, and if it looks a little bit familiar in profile at least, that's because it's based on the Toyota Land Cruiser LC200. Of course, it has been given the traditional Lexus face, which means a massive grille big enough to swallow just about anything, and these really sharp LED headlamps. On the side though, it looks very familiar, massive as ever with a rather simple profile and window line. What you can't see is that this is a solid off-roader, and you could take it dune bashing or up some rocks and it wouldn't flinch even once. The other very interesting thing of note is that despite it being such a massive car, the LX is only a 5-seater. although there could be a 7-seat version in the future. Now, prices for this LX450D have not yet been announced, but we have heard that it will cost just above 2 crore rupees, and that makes it really quite pricey even for what it is. So what Lexus is counting on is hybrid tech and its uniquely Japanese take on luxury to win over buyers, and we can certainly agree it's nothing like anything else on sale right now. The company also wants to offer the best after-sales experience and reliability, something it believes its rivals in India right now are seriously lacking. In fact, soon after launch, Lexus will have 4 dealerships and another 4 service centers ready to go. But one thing is for sure, Lexus has come in all guns blazing with some truly unique offerings for Indian buyers.